Join me as you and I and you take a journey to become better writers together and geek out. All right, gentlemen, we got ourselves a Kickstarter extravaganza tonight as we talk to a bunch of creators who have their last moments on their Kickstarter going on right now, especially our friends over at Kaiju Mania, because we need to decide who's going to win this fight.
How cool is that?
I love how this is more of a cold open than every other time I ask you for a code open.
Well, that's because there was so much stuff happening back there, and I don't even know if the computer's going to last long enough for me to get through the show. So I got to push.
Don't worry, I'm right here. me and Lou will carry it all.
I'm expecting something because the computer did a weird thing when it was restarting. So we'll see what happens. I was like, okay, this should be really interesting.
Oh, it's already interesting. You're lagging out.
Oh, wow, that's not a good sign.
It's good on my end. You're all right. You're all right.
All right, cool. Hey, Shen, how you doing? Of course, Tony's roaming somewhere right now, watching himself some nice anime movies.
Is it anime that he's watching tonight? I thought it was what's he watching?
He's watching it is anime. It's oh, damn it. The hell is he watching? He's watching one of his favorite movie type of one of his favorite animes, I should say.
Is it Macross? I think it was Macross.
Yeah, it's Macross.
Yeah, there we go.
He's a big fan of that. He says he's going to watch it tonight and then share with us his reviews of it tomorrow. So I can't wait to see what happens there.
I'm not going to want to miss that.
No look, Shen knows right away too. Macross.
Yeah, because Tony just said it's Macross.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, Macross Frontier. I feel like we were just on yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not drooling yet, so it's it's before midnight, so I guess that's a good night.
I'm gonna trigger Tony right now.
Awesome.
Just gonna trigger Tony. Macross is mid, bro.
Uh-oh.
Get real. Macross
what are you trying to
mid.
do, man? You're gonna mess up. You're gonna get the wrath of the Roman.
It's mid, bro. It's mid.
You know why? Because he's not here to defend himself, so he's just throwing haymakers at him.
Exactly.
All right, so how can Macross not be considered upper tier? Ooh, look what you started.
It's mid, bro. It's like Gundam. If you grew up on it, then you're gonna be saying like, "Yo, this is the best show ever." But in reality, it's like mid. It's mid.
We're supposed to do Kickstarters, not start an anime fight.
You're just trying to hurt people tonight.
Let's throw P in because he's the main star tonight. And
Macross is.
Oh, look at that! He's already saying Macross.
Macross is amazing. I love both, but Macross has meat to the it's believable meat if you want to believe aliens in anime.
That's true.
I mean, it's absolutely upper tier. Absolutely. Anyway, hey everybody. Sorry about that. I'm staring at 20 Macross and Robotech DVDs right now, so I'm way too much of a fan.
Heck yeah. Man, that table's looking sweet.
Yeah,
man. On there.
Oh yeah, just doing some stuff. But look at this. 69 hours to go. Yeah, buddy.
69 hours to go. You guys are funded. That's fantastic. You got 76 backers.
I'd like to get over a little bit more just in case, because you never know. But yeah, we look, we hit a number and we're super happy about it. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a couple tiers down there that are big and like this is it. You like these will never be available again. There's original art up for grab. There's an original painting up for grab, and an original cover up for grabs. In some tiers below that, I think you're never going to see them again. So not coming at the Kickstarter price. Like you'll see them elsewhere, and it'll be way more than the Kickstarter price. You're getting so much stuff from both. Somebody dive in and jump on that right now.
Exactly.
I would love to send you some of my original art.
So, dude, this is a fantastic idea. Where did you guys get this idea from?
This right now, see here, I'm just one of the artists and one of the help anchor cover or whatever. I did some graphic design for the book too. But this is Alan Johnson from Eighth World Comics. It was his idea. He came up with the idea of having, we all like monsters, Godzilla, all that stuff. So the way he came up with the concept was you had these 4 monsters, okay? And these 4 monsters were pretty badass. And these 4 monsters needed, how do we get them to fight without being basically redoing a Godzilla movie? Well, you add in it's seriously though. So you add in the alien aspect where the aliens are kidnapping these monsters to put them in a cage to fight to see who will be the aliens' new champion. Okay, so each monster story is it is an anthology. Each monster story is about 5 or 6 pages. Violent as hell. I'm just telling you that right now. It's really violent, but it's a lot of fun. 3 very different stories from 3 very different creative teams. And just, when you watched Godzilla and you said there was too much human,
right?
Yeah, we handle that. We got you. Any humans that are there they're like stormtroopers and guys in red shirt on Star Trek. They're just there to be mangled, and it's great. It's just a lot of monster fun. And the kicker is, we didn't decide who won yet, because we won't decide who wins. The kicker is, the backers decide who wins.
That amazed me, man. Yes. You're giving this out there. It's a live Kickstarter. You're letting
it's happening.
Decide.
It's happening. So the monster we have, yeah, buddy. We have the original, the cover A, which is all the monsters on cover A. Then each monster has its own original cover, and whichever one of those covers does the best is going to be the winner of the fight. So, I have a pretty good idea who it's going to be. I mean, we've already started to lay it out a little bit too, and things like that. Well, they have anyway. I gave some ideas.
So how are you taking the votes? Because I'm finding the whole process interesting.
It's tracked on Kickstarter.
Oh, okay. So it's
how many of each cover? It's how many of each cover. Yeah, it's how many of each cover.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea. So whichever cover gets the most hits, that's the monster that wins.
That's the one. Yep.
That's a good way to do it.
It was, and again, it's all Alan. Each story is different though. We have Travis Kidd wrote one story. We had Chris McCauley wrote the story that I worked on that I did sequentials for, and it's my return to sequentials. You were around, Raph. You were around. I think this is maybe a little bit pre-Shadow Rabbit, but you were around when my studio, Fat Guy Inc., when we had comic books. You were around.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we stopped.
Yeah, completely.
I stopped because my sequentials were not good. Right. I looked at them. I was like, "Wow, basura, shit." So sorry. So that's my one. So I literally
I've seen some of your sequentials.
Well, now, yeah, but I've literally gone back to. I literally went back to school, took some classes, this, that, the other thing to get better at it. So when Alan had already done a cover for Alan for a different title, and he asked me if I wanted to do these 5 pages, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what, I'm ready." And I didn't take a lot of risks. I gave you a lot of meat and potatoes art in my story. Relinquish the Metal Beast, but I felt good about it. Very old school. I'll say they're very old school Marvel, but then you turn around and then there's just 3 other different artists, like the pages that Phil Leon is coloring right now, that Lee Reese did for the last monster, Towerette, the Lion Rhino thing. Yo, like, it's just incredible. There's so much good stuff. I can't wait to get people to get this book in their hands.
Speaking of Phil Leon, he's here with us. So we might as well throw him in here into the mix. Get the juices flowing. Get the Kaiju Mania happening.
Those are the covers.
It looks amazing. I love the concept. I love the whole idea of whichever cover sells the most is the monster that wins.
Now, the blue one there, the one that should be standing out to everybody but isn't, whatever. And I'm not bitter. That was me. That's my monster. And Alan asked me if I could do the cover, ink, colors, and the whole 9 yards. And there it is. That's my first cover that's ever going to get published in a comic book.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
I see we're having calls to cancel Phil, so we might have to throw you back into the green room.
Why are we canceling Phil? Wow. Holy shit. Wow, your fucking audience got tough.
Woo!
I'm sorry.
That was quick. That wasn't even a ramp up. That was like a
explosion. No, look, I'm just saying.
Here's somebody defending Phil. Phil does a very clean digital coloring. Should be considered on any comic of any genre. Well, there you go. You got your villains. You got your heroes. So how's it been? How's the experience been for you, Phil?
Phil, are you muted?
Is Phil muted? Or
I can't hear you, Phil.
His mic might not be working.
I had to have my mixer on. Sorry. There we go. Hello. So everything I've been saying, nobody's even heard.
I'm like, wow, it's a quiet guest.
He's very.
I thought it just everything fit in. I'd say something, and then you guys said something back, and I thut you heard me, and I've been going on for a minute. Yeah, how you doing, guys? I was going to say, you just wait till you get in here, Max. And thank you, Joe, by the way.
And if he hadn't have said anything, I would have just like, no, Raph, he's deaf. And then you got his sign.
You're like, something's wrong with Phil. He's actually quiet.
Oh my God, that's funny. Here we got another Phil does great work. I was just messing around. No, we know the truth. You're going to change your verdict now.
I'm winning them over.
Man, Tony's out here really trying to get us canceled
anymore.
Look, we're one. Look, after you get everybody on, we're one stick shy of having a full pitchfork with the guys I brought on with you. So this might be the one, okay? Because it's happened to us.
Man, I should leave now while I have the chance.
just you got to do the disclaimer that what's about to happen in here has nothing to do with me. They have me at gunpoint.
Please be advised.
I'm a hostage.
Made here are not reflective on the views that been in Apple TV display. Parental supervision is advised.
Yeah. I can see that going in that direction.
We're going to a good spot. But look, you started. Well, let me keep going here. Let's see if you can. I'm not going to play the videos, but you can tell by this and just humans aren't doing well. That's the cover. That's the cover for the polar bear owl.
Yeah, so these covers look fantastic, man.
I think we're going to try to add the objects in mirror, may seem whatever.
Oh, cool.
I think we're doing that. Then some test pages and human go bye-bye. Okay. Then relinquish.
We was off yesterday. We played the main video, and it's a fantastic little video.
It really is. And I'm partial to this one. Just saying. Long Island's own F-14D Tomcat, mind you.
Metal Beast.
It's Kaiju are closer than they appear.
So that's my inks and pencils with Phil's colors. It just looks like metal, you know?
It does.
Up here, I just my little Sergeant Rock homage. Then I just go complete Barney Fife getting the shit kicked out of him. It's great. And then this is a story that Travis Gibb and illustrated and colored by Ignacio de Meglio. This is cool. The Amazon, the Hungry Beast of the Amazon.
Mm.
That cover is just badass.
Wow.
It really is.
Towerette. Is that how it's pronounced?
Towerette. Yep, Towerette. That's just a badass monster right there. Gives me a lot of Gamera vibes. You know? And then he gets but have you noticed how every art style is different?
Yeah, it is completely.
Like you're getting so much book. And then these were recently updated a little bit. This is Phil also colored this one. This is Lee Reese. Yeah, there you go. How freaking cool is that?
Wow.
Look at that squid. Like come on now.
Everybody likes the squid, man.
Oops, I inked. I'm telling you, in the sequel, we have to have its mother come back.
Yeah.
To revenge him like Jaws.
You need a revenge plot. Yeah.
A revenge him like Jaws. I have a story where that might actually work. I have an idea. We'll talk. It'll be great.
But this is fantastic. This is exactly what we all liked when we were kids. Kaiju's everywhere.
I'm going to give you a step further. Watch this. These are all where the tiers. You can get the digital copy for the deluxe that comes with a bunch of prints for $8, the regular copy for $10, and then each monster's copy is $15. We do have where you can pick. If you can't pick one favorite monster, well, just pick two. Go ahead. You can do that there. You can do all the covers for a hundo, where you get a magnet and a T-shirt.
Right.
You can get 2 physical copies and delinquished copies. This is my setup. I'm going to get 2 copies of the book, the original and my cover. The digital, you're going to get a magnet, you're going to get a T-shirt, and then you're going to get 2 original pieces of art from me. There's only one shot at this, kids. You get the original work to the cover, and then an original drawing that I did of the monster. That, if I was smart, I would have with me, but I'm not, so I don't. And then this was Joe Tolliver over at Comics Cast. Was so wonderful to donate the painting here that he did, this amazing painting that he has.
Wow.
And it comes with your choice of 2 physical covers, a T-shirt, and a magnet. So original painting. And then we have a couple spots where this came in towards the end. Sculptures that you can get done. You also get a magnet and a T-shirt and a whole bunch of books. And then you got your if you want 4 of each, maybe you're a reseller, maybe you own a shop. This is a pretty good bundle for you there at $55. But we got even better. You can get 10 of each cover for $166. This is our retailers tier. Right. We would love for a shop to come in, because that still puts it at a good price point for them, but that's not super expensive for us. It's a rock star. We did some stretch goals. All 12. We unlocked 12. A lot of our friends, including Max and Sam, Larry from Niobe, a bunch of others, Travis Gibb, donated digital copies of their book. So we unlocked The Killing Machine, Book 1. We unlocked Warlash, Bioburden. We unlocked all 3 of American Kaiju.
Nice.
We unlocked
American Kaiju.
We knocked 3 of Expired. We unlocked Broke Down 4 Dead Bodies from Orange Cone. Voodoo Nations from Orange Cone. Niobe 1 and Mary Machine Gun Reloaded. We unloaded all of these books. So you're not just getting our digital copy, you're also getting 12 more.
That is amazing. Shen is saying amazing work, super fun of kaijus. And Atrocity Press is saying, I would do the sculpture thing if I didn't have to pay to make comics.
I hear you. So yeah, this is, and folks, let's do a little refreshing fresh, right? Yeah. See where we are, because it's now under hours. It was under 70 hours before, but that seems like a long 69 hours to go.
69
going once, 69 going twice.
Jump in on this, please, my friends. Yeah, this
what's not to love? It's like kaiju, it's wrestling, it's trying to figure out who the winner is, and if you pick enough of the right cover, you can make the winner happen. So you pick the winner.
As I always say, 4 kaiju enter, 1 leaves. You decide.
Exactly. There you go. Another movie man voice.
You guys should have a movie man off board contest. That would be fun. But yeah, we did it. If anybody has any questions or anything, look here. This is the best part about with hours to go. If you weren't sure, you're getting the books. They're going to print. It's done. This is happening. Jump in now. Get as much as you can. Also, because a lot of these things will be, when you go to the secondary market, they're going to be too expensive.
Right. That's how it is. Yeah, but and again, I like the Kickstarters where the book is already done. You're just helping them pay off everything that they've already paid into.
Well,
that's an important thing.
Well, that's more of an Atrocity Press thing. Max is just, his books are done. We still have a little bit ways to go because we still have to finish the last story.
Right.
Because it's the last 4 pages basically until we find out, the winning monster. But again, the good news is for everybody, those things the wheels have already begun to be greased with that.
Right.
So, they're starting to, we can see the numbers. We know what's going on. So,
as Pete always says, shut up, Phil.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm being good tonight.
Have a good night.
I'm good.
I don't know why you're letting me why you're letting me ramble. I'm like I said, I misjudged my brownie, so I'm feeling.
It's all feeling good. Get the great Joe Tolliver painting everyone. He is really the best artist like ever. Not
that's horseshit.
Not Joe Tower.
Oh
here, look,
man,
I'm gonna step it up there. I will put it on my screen there.
Hold on, I'll put it up.
That's
wow.
I'm gonna ink it for you, but that's the original cover. It's in my hand. It's in my hand.
Nice.
That's what you can get. We had a lot of fun with this book. This is just, you know what it is? Alan's idea for the book was to let us get together and get creative and have fun and just work together as a team. And everybody get like, I know when I was drawing, I was talking to our good friend Warren Brown a lot because his sequentials on his webtoon, Sig and Joe, is just amazing. So he helped me, but I was also talking with Phil the whole time, helping me also. He was helping me a lot. But I was talking, he's like, hey, so I'm thinking about doing this like this so you can really have some space to throw down while you color and stuff like that. Oh, thank you. Which one? Art. Which monster or all of it? Because I'll take all of it. So, I would talk with Phil about stuff. And then Chris McCauley, who wrote the story. Now, I'm glad Phil's here in the back. This guy's written 2000 AD, Doctor Who, bunch of, a ton of stuff. So think about that level right there where he put this team together where it was an artist who's an artist, but he's really kind of getting back on the horse after getting thrown off. Then you have Phil, who's pretty well known and done some pretty cool shit. And then we go up some more, and there's a guy who fucking sorry, who bleepity bleep wrote for Doctor Who and a whole bunch of other amazing stuff. So, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate
all of it looks great.
So it's and every story kind of works that way, and it's really cool, and I can't wait. I really can't wait for people to see this book.
It looks good. It looks like a great project. I like all the components of it. I like the fact that the audience decides who the winning monster is, that it's in their hands. It feels very alive, very flowy. It's all great. And I see that we're taking the count here, an F-bomb 3 from Pete.
Okay, so I'm gonna set the over under at 5. Let's see what happens. I'm already down for 3, and I'm taking bets.
Oh man! All right, so who should we throw in next? Let's see.
Max it is. Max, because I want to save Sam for last. Because I want to. I got his book in the mail today. So
that's right. Yeah.
When everybody's in the room. Cool. I mean, you can put everybody in the room. You can go ahead and do that. Put everybody in the room.
I'm not as saucy when I'm on camera. I get in trouble.
Sorry, yeah, thank you. Somebody tag me out really quick. There we go.
I threw you all in.
I'm gonna open this.
All right, so what's the next project we're talking about? Let me know and I'll put it up.
We talk about mine. We talk about mine.
It is. All right.
Mary.
Mary Machine Gun.
Woo!
Max, don't forget that you're in charge of the page.
Yep,
I forgot.
Issue number 3 with Tales from the Tape we're at 149 backers with $6,965 raised at 5 days to go. $35 away from releasing trading card number 4, which is the 4th trading card in the series, and it's the full trading card series. So we got to get this $35. I got to get this. Just my OCD is not going to let it. It won't let it happen.
We all feel you. I feel like we all have it.
The story thus far is basically, if you've read the first 2, Mary's lost a battle to Charlotte and got spirited away by the Valkyrie to a cave in Norway. If you haven't read the first 2, then we've got catch-up tiers that are both digital and physical. So if you like physical books, you're good. You like digital books, you're good. So, and this is Mary in her new Viking, her Valkyrie outfit.
That is nice. I like that costume.
Yeah, the redesigned by Fernando Cordero, the main Mary artist, which we really thought it was great. We like the pauldrons, the corset with it's got the little MM here, little Mary machine gun, kind of hard to tell. Looks a little just like a little wiggle or a lightning bolt, but it worked out really nice. We really love it. Mary Machine Gun, who is she? She's a member of the Templar Order, which isn't really the Templar Order of the real world. It's our own version of the Templar Order.
Right.
After she destroys a vampire, she gets tasked with going undercover to a small town in Kentucky in Sam's backyard and has to hunt down Sam. A pack of werewolves. And while she conducts her investigation and hunt, she finds herself surrounded not only by the evil of the supernatural, but the most evil creatures of all, mankind itself. Will she accomplish her mission, or will she fall under the spell of evil that seems to permeate humanity to its core? So we got some free pages. We always give out the first 7 pages. As long as it's like a 36-page book, it's cool. We're at the cave in Norway because where else would a Valkyrie hide out but a cave in Norway?
Tony said, Anthony says it right. These colors are beautiful.
Yeah, Fernando Cordiero did the colors. He does all of it. He does the pencils, the inks, and the colors. And his colors are what drew me to him to begin with. To start with, long ago, many, many years ago, he was the colorist for Mary Machine Gun, and then he did some example art, and we decided to go with him as the artist and just full-time him. But she's the Valkyries hanging out with Mary, who's in convalescence at the time, and she's like, oh my God, where's Charlotte? And she's like, oh, don't worry about her. And then we cut to Charlotte, who's jumping into this expensive house, taking out these werewolf guards with her silver daggers, sneaking into the home, going through the hallway, trying to figure out where they're at, kicking down the door, pulls out her magical flintlock rifle, and boom, shoots that guy's eyeball right out of his skull.
Right out.
Yep, right out.
Badass, man.
It just comes right out. And then she sits down and strikes a pose and tells the judge that he's been judged himself for being a lycanthrope. And then he attacks her, but she knocks him against the wall, and then they clash and face off. And that's the end of the free stuff.
Now you got to pay for the rest of the story.
Exactly.
Now that we give you a taste.
First one's free. First one's free, kid. We'll skip over all this because we can just get to the bigger ones.
As always, Super Pro Comic looks fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. We work really hard in America at Atrocity Press to make everything meet a certain quality level. And we try to maintain that quality level or exceed it at all times.
I gotta admit, I've seen your covers on my social media a bunch of times, and they're fantastic covers.
Oh yeah, we have great cover artists. This one's Fern Cord. The guy who does the interior covers always gets cover A at Atrocity Press.
Nice.
We didn't do it the very first book we released, but ever since then, it's just policy. That way, we always feel that if the guy's good enough or girl is good enough to do your interiors, then they should be good enough to give you a cover, and give it your standard cover. That way, people they're not fooled into thinking they're getting something they're not. I mean, if it's a variant cover, things could be whatever. But if it's the standard cover, it should tell part of the story.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
I think the art of telling the story on the cover has been lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that anymore.
Agree.
This cover here is Mariah Benez's cover. Cover B for Benez. We will always be doing this because Mariah is on. She's not like on staff, but she's on contract to do a cover for every book we've got. Fern did the lighting and the colors on this, and he's always really good at doing multiple light sources. I really like how he can bang those out. Oh, that's 4.
What was the over-under again?
5.
We've got Mary slamming this one's by Fran Cord, the inker for everything except for Mary Machine Gun that comes out of Atrocity Press. And he did this cover for Mary Machine Gun, looking just badass, slamming that sword into the ice, the magic coming off of it, the Aurora Borealis in the sky. Plus, you can see her freaking breath, and that's what gets me. Yeah, you did, but I didn't. Then Justin Hunt bringing the super dynamic explosion. This is Mary in her classic outfit, I love the buttstock on the rifle and all the pouches and stuff, especially with the holy water. He did a great job with this. Made it look real dynamic and fun. It's very, very cool. Greg Bo Watson did this cover. It's got that. It's got that Disney princess J. Scott Campbell feel to it that I really like. It's just she looks super cute. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about that. You got to pick up that cover. Courtney Rose, she does this cover here. Mary's super thick. Courtney says that she wants crucifix panties, so I might have to do that for the stretch goal or an add-on.
Interesting stretch goal.
Do an add-on or something.
You know, some freak is going to ask you if they're worn.
Oh yeah, I could get Courtney to wear them.
You can say the word Larry. I mean, we all.
Anthony's saying the covers don't reflect stories anymore because solicitors are 3 months in advance. Covers spoiled stories 3 months later many times.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it is.
Covers have spoiled a lot.
Um,
I like spoiling by a good cover, man. You know, I want to see a cover that tells me a story.
Yeah.
If a story gets spoiled that easy, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Not much of a story.
Look at this.
Joel Souza bringing that Bruce Timm Batman the Animated Series vibe. We always do one like cartoony cover for Mary Machine Gun, and this one is super fun. I love this. We had the choice between like this yellow background and like a more purple one, and I went with the yellow to match with the fire in her hair.
I think you had a good choice there.
You know, and then our Not Safe for Work cover is
I can see why.
Yeah, it's this one is not just a regular, typical Not Safe for Work cover. It is a super special Not Safe for Work cover because it is by Mariah Benez, who doesn't do Not Safe for Work material, let alone Not Safe for Work covers. So we pulled lots of strings and got lots of favors pulled in for her to do this one for us, and I think she nailed it. The blues are just
this looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Forget the whole Not Safe for Work cover. The lines in this thing and the details in it are just like amazing.
You know, the look on her face is you'll understand why she looks shocked in the story. This is part of the story too. This actually happens in the story.
Oh,
so we try to. Not everything we do is in the story, but some of the stuff we like to do things from the story just to make it happen. And when you get the Not Safe for Work thing or cover, since we have reached $4,000 in funding, you get 4 prints that are all Not Safe for Work. And these prints are by the Alexander Santana and Adam Ramos doing the colors. And those are the guys who are the team from Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space.
Space.
So this is Mary by the Confessional. Then we got Mary by the Alcove with her sword. The devil heads will be gone.
Oh,
Mary on the rooftop. And then Mary and the Valkyrie hanging out in the hot springs in Norway.
Because that's what you do.
Well, of course you do. After you've worked out. I mean, this book is very...
You got to relax the muscles, man.
Yeah, it's the Empire Strikes Back of Mary Machine Gun, because Mary's injured. She goes to get trained by the Valkyrie, so it's kind of like you know Yoda training Luke,
right?
And then we follow Charlotte doing her thing, trying to prove to the Order that she's really the chosen one, not Mary. And so we get a lot of Charlotte's backstory. So it levels everything out and sets up the final book, number 4, perfectly. And then book 4 will just blow everybody away. It'll be super sweet. Cardboard stand-up of Charlotte, 6 foot tall. They're not the little tiny stand-up things. They're the little standees. They're like behind me is the Mary stand-up, and it's 6 foot tall.
Ralph, and big.
Hold on, I'll bring you in.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah, 6 foot tall, and we've got that one available.
Pretty detailed. You know, it's not like it's even like now because it's kind of blurry, but you can tell it's the beautiful detail It's not just something you put together to jip the audience.
Oh no, it's super clear when you get it close up. I can't pull it up here.
Don't worry about
behind
it.
A bunch
you can
of stuff.
see it. You can see that the art is beautiful on it. So,
I mean, as long as you use 300 DPI, they love you.
They better use 300 DPI.
Yep. Then we've got the Mary's body pillow, which I actually have one here because I wanted to make sure the quality was good.
Again.
Hold on.
It's just the pillow case. It's not. There's no pillow involved.
You can buy the pillows on Amazon for $20 to $60.
That is beautiful.
Where's the NSF version, man?
Next book.
Is that the next one, Max?
Maybe.
Next book.
Meow.
That is nice. That is really nice. You guys really went all out for this.
Yeah, we.
No, he always does. Wait till he talks about the add-ons, because that's where I got smoked.
Let's see. We got Indie Comic Cast saying all the religious types. That's how you get the devil out. Put the money down and cleanse the demons.
That's right.
Well said.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. We had a tier where you get your name in the book, but that one sold out. It was only a one-person tier, so it was gone quick. We've got Team Mary and Team Charlotte. You get the standard covered book, plus you get if you choose Team Charlotte, you get a Charlotte trading card. These are hand penciled, hand inked, and hand colored by Magno Silva.
So it's like getting some good original art.
Yeah, and they're a little bit bigger than a trading card. And I can't let people choose, because if people choose, they'll choose the same thing and we get mad. So you have to get random. It's randomized, so I get to keep the good ones.
Hey, no fair.
That's the way to do it.
All good ones.
I'm just being honest. No, I'll give the good ones out because that's the way I do it. I mean, like when I had the metal covers for the Ed Benez thing I gave out number 1. I didn't keep it. I could have, but I didn't keep it. I kept 10 because there was only 10 available. The full Mary gives all of our Safe for Work covers, plus the Charlotte stand-up, plus the Mary machine gun pillowcase.
Wow.
Plus the super exclusive bookmark. Everyone makes bookmarks, stretch goals, and we decided let's make it super exclusive this time, just to make it something that doesn't get put out very often. Because sure, we'll have to print 1 million of them, and they'll be silly, but let's be silly. Then we've got the full Naughty, which is all of our covers, including the Not Safe for Work edition, which gives you all 4 of the prints as well, plus the stand-up for Charlotte, plus the Mary machine gun pillowcase, plus the bookmark. So you're good to go there. I mean, that gives you everything that you could possibly want. Our add-ons. You want to choose a different cover, choose one cover, and then during the add-ons, you can customize your order with adding different covers in. You can add stuff from our previous campaigns, poker chips, trading cards, Atrocity Pretzel Fell pens. We've got bumper stickers and old print sets, old trading card sets. We used to have some of the dog tags with the Templar logo on them. I don't know if any of those are available anymore or not, but we like to make crazy stuff for the books, and those were all the not saying that they weren't the stretch goals. Those were the things that you had to buy in the swag pack, which we didn't do the last few times, but we got plenty of cool stuff in the add-ons.
Swag though, so
yeah, I mean the add-ons, we try to make it stuff that's cool. Like the poker chips, we don't make them like the cheap plastic, weighs nothing. Ping, crappy poker chip. Ours are the clay
poker chips, yeah.
The clay chip with some weight to it. It's printed on there. It's nice.
They are. They're really nice. I keep mine right here.
If you drop it, you will break it.
What? There you go. Hold that up again, Sam.
Yeah, Sam, hold it up. I'll put you up.
That's pretty cool.
Mary machine gun.
Zoom it out just a little bit.
He's not kidding, man. These are top flight.
That's pretty good.
My camera is not liking my face being there.
I can see. It's all blurry. Blurry.
Just pull it out because it's focusing on the dog in the background.
Ah.
There's no dog in this house.
The art behind you.
That's good.
Yeah, it's probably trying to focus on the samurai.
Okay, there you go. That's a little better.
Yeah, that's from the first book.
Alexia Veldhausen. Hey, I said it right.
You did.
You did it. You did it. Yay.
He can be taught.
We are closing in on $7,000. We're $35 away. So we're like a backer or two, maybe three, depending on how they back, if they back digital or what they're backing. But we're almost to get trading card number 4, which would make the set, because the whole trading card set, there's 4 cards and they tell a story. This is the beginning. This is when Mary first became a Templar. She's fresh-faced and new, got her first little outfit on, and she's looking young. Then comes her first encounter with Charlotte, where she loses the fight. And then we have Mary's death, because she dies at the end of book 2. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, because we follow Joseph Campbell's hero's journey really closely in this story.
Oh, we love to hear that here. We love the hero's journey here.
Yeah, and this, I mean, the hero is literally reborn. So
you got to do it some way.
Yep. So we figured why don't we just do it literal? And then we've got her in the rebirth, where she comes back as the Valkyrie.
Very nice.
And then if we get to it, we've got the poker chips for Mary and the poker chips for Charlotte. This comic book is done. Don't have to worry about it waiting to get finished or anything.
So you do your Kickstarter, you're going to get the book.
Yeah, I mean, the book it's lettered. Everything's done before we even start a Kickstarter. I mean, the Kickstarter is to print it and to mail it out. That's it. And Ninja Bimbos, we fulfilled that in one day. It was 178 packages or something like that. We did in one day.
You got a pretty good book here. Very well polished. It looks beautiful. The covers are amazing. I think people out there should really support this Kickstarter. They are at $6,965. You guys are funded already, right?
Oh yeah, we're funded. We set the funding at $500 because, as I said, it's just to get it printed.
But these numbers are impressive. 6,965, 149 backers. So they need one more backer to make it 150. So if you do it now, you'll be the 150th backer.
Yeah, you'll be that special halfway point between 100 and 100 and 200, because at 200 I become officially cute and relevant.
Woo! And they got 5 days to go, so you guys got a little bit of time, but don't waste your time not supporting it. Support it now. Be 150.
Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it.
Exactly.
You're gonna kick yourself, because this. I mean, it's not just a TNA book, really. I mean, a lot of people look at it and they're like, oh, because I get a lot of people that will write me back and they'll be like, oh, I was just kind of expecting a TNA book, but the story's pretty deep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know how to write. I went to school to write. Just because I write risque stories doesn't mean that they can't have some gravitas to them either,
Well, you know what it is. You got a good story. You want some nice art to go with it, so.
And I'll tell you, I have backed every campaign of Max's I've ever seen, and I've read every book because everyone comes to me nice and tight and really well preserved. I never had any damage, and I loved every book I've read from Max. And yeah, Max has become my friend, and yeah, I talk to Max a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, being very, very critical, I can't critique any of the work he's done, other than to say it's fantastic. Human Hunters may be the best work I've seen.
Yeah,
Human Hunters 12 months, but Mary Machine Gun is top flight. I would put Mary Machine Gun against anything produced by the big two right now.
Yeah, this looks fun. This looks the art looks amazing. It looks fun. It looks like it reminds me of the classic Marvel type of books before they went to what they do now.
Yeah, I mean, our artist, the main artist, he's a big DC fan, and he liked Justice League Dark a lot. Neobu in the house.
I thought we caught him in the waiting room back here, but I guess I was wrong.
He's got
he popped in and out.
Okay, he did pop in and out. All right.
He was a big DC art fan. He still is. So he draws Wonder Woman style chicks, like Wonder Woman from the 80s and the 90s style chicks, and they're good. They've got, you can't say where's her organs because the girls are thick, and I like that. You know, they look realistic. But they're still hot. They've got curves. They've got the boobs and the machine guns and the violence, and we just pour it all into a bowl and mix it together.
Women.
And you know I love the violence, man.
Exactly. Organs, you mean like a Hammond B3 or something?
Yeah, whatever. No, Necroholic. That's some good stuff too.
I feel like it's time for Sam to take the stage and tell us about this.
Yeah, cool. So
I don't like that green bar not being all the way full, Sam. It's making my OCD's getting.
I know, right? So we're $306 away. So let's get that done tonight, guys. Necroholic. This is a fantastic comic created by Brian Lee, edited by myself and James Lee, and published by my company Sonoma Publishing. This book is also done. The only thing that we really have to do is letter in some backer names. We had a very limited tier for 13 backers to get their names on tombstones in this book. And so that sold out very, very quickly. I myself will also have my name on one tombstone. I encourage you all to look for it because it's got a unique little epitaph. But the book is not only done, the proofs are in hand. And I can show you exactly what this book looks like. This is the Brian Lee cover, and this is our variant by Miss Kendall Gates. And the book.
Hold on, I'll put you up.
Here lies Sam Quinton. He's not dead. He waits.
The book is gorgeous, and I mean completely done. We're lettered, colored, ready to roll. We just need to get those names popped in. The way this is going down is we are going to be putting those names on the tombstones. Go side by side there.
Nice.
On the tombstones, the night of and morning after the campaign closes. And
I like the art. It looks like it has a unique look to it.
Yeah, very much so. And this was something that Brian had done as a webtoon for a while, and then he completely adapted to this. And we've got ignore the cocktail recipe. You can read that when we get this in here. But just to push out his skill, that is not a photograph. That is an illustration.
You're making me thirsty, bro.
That is an illustration by Brian Lee.
That's pretty impressive.
I feel thirsty now for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow the recipes in this book, you might have some experiences.
Yeah, but, I bet.
Olivia is our main character here. She has a little bit of a problem. She's a necromancer. And her other problem, she may have a bit of a drinking problem. And so when you wake up after a bender in a cemetery that's full of the restless dead and a lot of empty graves, miss, you might have some explaining to do. And so this introduces Olivia and her story. This series is currently plotted out for 24 issues with the entire outline done. Brian is currently working on pencils and such on issue 2. We'll get 1 and 2 out this year. We expect to get 3 issues out a year at least, beginning next year.
Wow.
So this will be continuing through issue 24, and we will see if the audience is ready for us to take up the next storyline after that. But yeah, I've known Brian since 1999. He's and his father even longer than that. But
like it's 19.
Yeah, they're like family to me, and he is the canary in the coal mine for Sonoma Publishing as we start releasing things that I myself did not write as well, which will help us expand and start bringing more cool titles to our readers and our supporting retailers. Right. So we are actually now in 36 different comic shop retail locations, and we're also distributed through Comics Mainstream distribution in 8 locations in Oregon, primarily through marijuana dispensaries, because all of our books out so far, except for Necroholic, are rife with violence, bloodshed, decapitations, And in the case of Reign of Ages, a little bit of nudity.
Yeah. The boob kick. Bam!
I'm gonna tell you, I hear more about the boob kick. People love the series, and then those comedy elements seem to trip everyone up. I guarantee there's a panel in here that you are gonna love, Max. I didn't necessarily write it for you, but when I wrote it, I told myself, this one Max is gonna love.
I like that one.
And then fine. I put it in front of Alexia and Nick, and Alexia told me it was the best book I'd ever written. And
see, there you go.
And Nick is really anxious to draw that panel, by the way, because he did the layouts and he's like, "Wait, I can do it better." I'm like, "No, dude, this is just the layouts. Don't do the whole panel right now." But yeah, we're putting out a lot of books, comics, and role-playing games. We'll be putting out
and role-playing games. Nice.
Yeah. I've actually done more role-playing games than I have comics.
Yeah, you just started in the comics a couple years ago.
Yeah, so we've got 3, as far as comics, we've got 3 issues of 47 Furious Tales out. I just finished fulfilling 47 Furious Tales. 3, which I know that Pete is looking forward to opening, and actually Max should have his. I would have expected today, but I'm guessing tomorrow or the next day.
Don't have it.
So I guess let's see if I did a good job packing Pete's stuff. But yeah, this is what you'll see for like single issue stuff when I pack it. It's taped up nice. We use Gemini mailers, of course.
See, my mailer is different because my Gemini mailer, I've got. I bought the one where Alexia did the custom.
Yours is very different, actually.
Sketch on the inside, so that'll be cool.
The Gemini here. Let me put this knife.
Don't worry. You have books inside your Gemini, but your Gemini is packed inside another set of bubble wrap.
Yep.
And then in a USPS flat rate mailer so that they can protect that a little bit better too.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna end up cutting the flap off that's got the art on it, and then framing that.
Gotcha. I know that Warren Brown uses his is making a shadow box.
That's a good idea.
That looks nice.
47 Furious Tales.
Yep.
This is my favorite part because I have copies of this on my. You've seen it on my table, Raph.
Yeah.
I thought we had sold 1,000 copies of that this run, but I was actually wrong. We had 740.
That's pretty thick.
That went directly to retailers, and then we did another 180 something on the Kickstarter.
I remember when this was in Kickstarter. We shared it on our page so people can go check it out.
Yeah.
And so we did a little over 900 copies in total that got sent out for this Kickstarter campaign.
The covers are super cool too because they got that silk finish to them.
Yeah.
If you haven't held 47 Furious Tales in your hands before, it's an experience. Yeah, all of the Sonopa books.
It's like trying to explain a game with bad controls. You can't really explain it. You just the controls are.
It kind of feels like the buttons on a PlayStation controller.
On a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a satin soft touch finish. So it's specifically designed for that. And we use the same on Reign of Ages, and we'll be using the same on Necroholic.
There you go. Same I knew there was a segue in there somewhere.
Same paperweights and everything. But yeah, this book is going to ship very, very rapidly. The printer is saying that we actually should have the books in before we get the money from Kickstarter. So we will
That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, because we print here in the United States and sometimes in Canada through Mix'em, unless they mess up one more thing for me, in which case I'll be looking for another printer. But that's a different story. But I just gotta tell you, I did the editing on this, and there wasn't really a whole lot to do. Brian is a graduate of the Kubert School. He's professionally trained, does absolutely fantastic work. He actually letters 47 Furious Tales for us. And he's just been a remarkable professional to work with for 5 years.
I really do love the art on that. It looks so unique, it's so different, and it does have like a supernatural feel to it. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
And you know what's really great about this campaign too, aside from it being done, aside from it fulfilling very quickly, is all of these tiers in here. Let me get to the campaign. All of these tiers in here include shipping in the United States. So it's not 15 and then 7 or 8 or whatever. It's 15 in the United States and the territories.
Right.
So if you're in Wyoming or Puerto Rico, Alaska, Hawaii, or Guam, for that matter, it's $15.
Right.
And you get your book. And then the Drunken Dancing Dead, That is the Brian Lee cover and the Kendall Gates variant. And then we have what's really probably a little excessive. This is our $40 collector's dream tier. And guys, this is the best deal I could put together, period. This is 6 books in print. Yeah, 6 in print, both covers of Necroholic. The Aisha Golsonev cover of Reign of Ages 1. All 3 covers from Alexia Veldhausen from 47 Curious Tale, plus the PDF of Necroholic for $40.
For $40.
For $40.
You're not kidding me here. You're telling me you get all those books on a $40 tier.
Yes, and that includes shipping in the United States. You pledge that. I'm shipping that, and it's coming in July. So this time next month, you should have this, like the 16th or the 17th. You would probably have this in your custody already.
That is a great deal. You guys, here's the tier for you guys. Pick up a nice $40 here, and you get all these books for just $40. That is just amazing. Well, and shipping and handling, of course.
No, shipping's included in the United States.
Shipping's included. Dude, that's even a greater deal.
That's with shipping.
Sam can
Sam doesn't mess around.
He doesn't mess around. He does the what do they call that, Sam? The
offset printing.
Offset printing.
Right.
So he gets huge runs, and he can get the prices down.
Right.
He doesn't have as many covers.
Here. Free shipping is always a great deal.
Free shipping in the U.S. and the territories. Yeah. Now, if you're in Canada, the EU, or anywhere else in the world, we have to add a little more to cover the postage, obviously.
Nothing to do about that.
But yeah, nothing to be done about it. But yeah, you're literally getting 6 print books, plus the PDF of Necroholic, all sent to you, $40. No muss, no fuss, and I think Max and Pete both have both. I know both of you guys have Reign of Ages. I think both of you have all 3 47.
I've got all of those.
I got all 3 now.
And then Necroholic is the latest on here. And I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't, even as long as I've known Brian, I would not put the Sinopa logo on a book I didn't believe in. I mean, literally, I love him like my own brother, but he more than earned this. This is one of the best examples of high quality indie books I've seen in a long time. And I think
means quality.
Folks are gonna love it. You better believe it, buddy. I tell you. And by the way, we're trying to get Phil Leon to color over Warren Brown for our project this year for Dungeons and Dames, which is a project we do to benefit our art teams. Yeah, it's an art book that we do. We did our first one last year. We aim to do one every year, and it's basically to benefit artists. We basically produce copies that they then get that they can sell at their convention appearances, and it's a good way to convert to larger revenue streams because you can print in mass at a lower print cost and then turn around and make more money than you would if you just sold the art specifically.
I gotta admit, we'd love to hear that here at Bit and Apple TV, where we're helping each other rise, because that's the best way to rise, is to help each other get to the top instead of trying to climb over each other.
That's one of the things we do as a group. We have a little group that we have. It's just kind of our little DM group that we we bounce ideas off of each other. We show, hey, here's a page. What do you think? That her head looks weird. Whatever.
Like, hey, I would make that a little thicker.
Whatever. But within that group, we put advertisements in our books for each other now.
Yeah.
So that helps out a lot.
I have an example of that, actually. Reign of Ages issue 1.
All right, I'll put you up. Hold on.
Interior back cover.
Ooh, that name looks familiar.
It does, doesn't it? Mary Machine Gun, Niobe, and our very own legendary Pete Vasquez.
Nice. I like that.
And so this went out, and the back cover we donated to the Kubert School.
Very nice.
Because they were kind enough to train most of our professionals, and they did it for profit, obviously, but they're a really great institution. We get a lot of support from them.
All of them.
So,
all of them.
I know, right?
Single one.
And I do have one other project, because I actually have 2 projects running at the same time.
Oh my god!
One on Kickstarter.
See why we saved them for last?
One on Indiegogo. So let me stop sharing this one for a second, and I will share with you guys something that is a really fun project. This one, gentlemen, is Reign of Ages issue 1. This is an Indiegogo exclusive cover. We are only printing enough copies of this to fulfill our backers.
$50 away, boss.
And to cover.
You made it farther than me.
Thank you. And to cover our artist comps. So this, normally we print, like, the smallest print run we've ever done was 500, right? And so this is actually going to be probably more like 50 or 100, depending on where we finish. Mm-hmm. But this is the Virgin variant cover by Nick Capone, who's my co-creator on Reign of Ages. As we see, it's a little bit of an homage to the whole Wolverine Hulk thing.
Cross-face going on. That's good stuff.
Just really, really, really beautiful stuff here. And of course, this,
reflecting the sword.
Talk about covers reflecting the story. This is a good example of that.
It's so funny because I can see this being a nice, special cover, metal or holographic.
Foil.
Yeah.
Foil would be great to do the foil on the sword, like spot foil on the sword.
Oh, yeah.
And here's some of our interior pages. Interiors were done by Nick Capone as well. So it's another good example of the artist on the interior being on the covers. Of course, co-creator on this. These are nice, unlettered. But this book is actually 32 pages long with 29 pages of story and 3 bonus page materials, which are the black and whites of the original 3 covers we offered through the Kickstarter campaign. And so this is our story about Reign, who is the last surviving member of a fabled order of elven mystic warriors, the Rochellan. And this is based from the lore from my D&D campaign setting that I've been using since about 2002.
Oh, you're talking our language here. You're talking all our language, RPGs, D&D campaigns. We love talking about all that stuff here on the Written Writ.
And here's the fun part. When we did the Kickstarter campaign, we were just short of 7,000, which unlocked a few stretch goals.
Right.
So, and 7,000 had another stretch goal, and we went ahead and honored that on the Kickstarter anyway, even though we were like a couple hundred short, because we knew we were coming to Indiegogo. So we took and we included those stretch goals in this Indiegogo campaign as well. Nice. So you're not only getting that, you're getting the additional digital content, the Farrah Fawcett homage postcard, and then the 5.5 by 8.5 JP Buzio art print.
That is nice.
And in this, gentlemen, you'll get a kick out of this. Our loot bundle, here's everything like we said, and because we have to do something a little different for Kickstarter, we threw in 2 of our new buttons that we just developed after the Kickstarter succeeded.
Right.
They're a little over 2 inches wide, one for Reign and one for Lulana. Lulana is one of the other characters that's met later on in the book. And these are shipping in July when we ship Necroholic. And the reason being...
Also, everything's going out at the same time. Nice.
Yes, they are. And when Necroholic reaches its goal, hopefully in the next day or so, we'll actually add Necroholic issue 1 as an add-on here before the campaign closes.
Very nice.
This is not going in demand. I don't reprint covers on floppies ever.
Nope.
Right.
So if it comes down to just 16 backers and then the comp copies, that's all that's being made. And that'll be it. So I'm really excited to see if we can get to maybe 20 or 25 in the next 2 days.
Right.
And I think, guys, if you haven't read Reign of Ages yet, this is a great way to do it.
I'm sorry, Sam. The way I was selling it to people when I was getting the sketch covers, people who draw sketch covers commissioned me. I was like, it's heavy metal, Elf Quest, and and Dungeons and Dragons like all got together and decided to come up with a game, and that's what it is.
That's hot.
There's a lot of very graphic violence.
Yes, there is.
There is no nonsense about that. I make no apologies for it. And there's a little bit of humor in it, and it tends to catch people off guard.
Right.
So that's the best kind of humor. And we only have 2. We only have 2 perks. That's it. The second one, you get to add in all 3 copies of 47 Furious Tales, plus the PDF in print, and digital as well. And guys, it goes right out to you. So I mean, you've got
Sam is also one of the fastest fulfillers
Yeah.
in the game.
It sounds like it, man, because you're getting fulfilled here in July. That's really quick.
Well, yeah, we got the last books in from Reign of Ages. Not Reign of Ages, on 47 on Friday, so that was a little late there. But we got it on Friday. I was packing Friday night, Saturday night, and we got everything shipped out Tuesday. And that was 484 books that were packaged between all of the backers that I had here, which were the ones that didn't ship directly to retailers. Because we had some retailers that didn't want to pledge on the Kickstarter campaign. They just, PayPal'd me outside of it. And so we shipped them just straight from the printer. They didn't get signatures or anything. But we have some other supporting retailers like The Collective, Henri Compton, Gotham Underground, Third Eye Comics, The Hive. I'm forgetting a couple of them. I know. I'm sorry.
Brute Squad Entertainment.
The Box. Although Brute Squad didn't pledge this time because we didn't get the coordinated, but I'm going to honor the same price point for him, obviously. And then we're going to get that to him. And then Cowabunga Comics. And so they got the numbers, the ones that they wanted signed. They got like the stretch goal stuff that was added in and everything like that. And then those go straight out. And we do with that is we put the store information on the Kickstarter campaign. It's a unique tier. They pledge to it, and then it's done. It has the store information, store contact information, where they're located. So if you're a Kickstarter backer and you see your local store is getting this copy, you don't have to worry about backing the campaign and paying extra for the shipping. All you got to do is just go down to your local shop, say, hey, I saw you support that Kickstarter. I want a copy of it. And
that's pretty cool partnership, yeah.
And that's how we end up shipping 60 copies to the Collective, 180 to the Box. Hopefully we're gonna ship. I think we're gonna ship probably 40 or so to Brute Squad. So I got finalized numbers with Johnny, obviously, but you get the idea. And we did that with Reign of Ages. It worked really, really well. We did it with 47. We haven't got those in yet with Necroholic because I wanted to wait until all of those retailers had their 47 books in. Right. And I'll go ahead and talk to them and see what they need. Because 47, I'm not 47, Necroholic rather, as it goes out, this is a brand new title. So one of the things that we did was we got the proof copies made. And from my printer, it was about $6 more to get 25 Whoops, wrong book. Wrong book. It was about $6 more to get 25 copies made as it was to get one copy made, right?
Okay.
So we got 25 of each done, and we packed these proof copies into their 47 shipments, and so they can review it at their store and actually see what the quality is like they always expect. It's the same type of weights that we use always. See if it's something that they could see fitting on the shelf, and then we'll go ahead and follow up with them next week and see how many of our supporting stores are interested in carrying Necroholic.
Nice.
Because Sam's got boxes behind him, and he needs to get rid of them.
I see that. I see he's ready to go.
But you will notice that this is now only one row.
Yep, compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, it's not like the whole wall.
It was scary before.
This one is like one and two, then two boxes, right? But before it was another level up, and it was stacked front to back. So I did an inventory on this cover of 47 Furious Tales issue 1, which I actually put in a big order right before the pandemic hit, like September of 2019. And I had several cons I was planning on going in 2020. Had everything planned and laid out, had my vacation time set aside for it. And I ordered 3,000 copies. And then the pandemic hit. And so it was a matter then of turning these books directly into stores. But I did an inventory on that title. And of the 3,000 on that cover that we have after this last Kickstarter, we are now down to 1,072. Wow. And we had our first cover, which is this image behind me here.
Great image.
Which is this one, the very first cover we did for 47. We only made 500 of these. They sold out very quickly.
I can see why.
My favorite cover.
And blood flows.
So yeah, we've actually done about 2,400 print copies sold of 47 Furious Tales issue 1 so far, with some of our supporting retailers selling as many as 180. So
very nice. Wow.
So
you're just go.
Yeah,
that's absolute bananas.
Yeah, and the thing is too is if anyone is trepidatious about using Kickstarter, just go to your local comic shop, have them reach out to me. I will hook them up. We have a minimum order size for retailers, obviously, but we can make that happen. And if I can talk Johnny into getting books at Brute Squad, then it's a good deal because Johnny is a very, very stern businessman. He's very shrewd. So definitely.
Don't forget to send the D&D modules.
Yeah, I've got that actually. Where did I put it? Oh crap! I just had it right here too.
That's what you did last time.
That's what I did last. Oh wait, I've only got Death Comes to Glenfollow. I sold out of the other ones again. I've got to get another print run done. But we've got Death Comes to Glenfollow, which is the third book in our Tarot Adventure series, which I'm hoping to release another one next year because we just don't have time this year. But this is the illustrations in this, as far as the monster illustrations, were done by Anthony Ojeda, and he did the cover art as well.
That's a beautiful cover, yeah.
Yeah, and he's actually does quite a lot with graffiti style art as well. He's another Kubrick School grad. But I'll tell you one thing: we also have great art from. Yeah, I know, right? We had another great artist who did our map work, Tanaya Gomez, out of Spain. The Basque region of Spain. But here's an example of one of the illustrations from Tony. And there's a lot of detail hidden in that just won't show up really well. And,
the painting style is awesome. I like that.
It is, definitely. Wow.
And we actually have a big 11 by 17s of his work that we sell too. I've got this cover piece actually. We had 500 of these made in 11 by 17s. And Tony signed all of them. Of course, he was paid very well too. Don't get me wrong, but he signed all those, and so we've got artist signed copies that we still sell.
Nice.
On that. I don't want to tease out
thing for a collector to find a nice signed copy.
And Tony actually has the original because he works in traditional media,
right? And
then colors over digitally. So if you want to see some of the most amazing original art pieces for fantasy RPG stuff, Anthony Ojeda, aka Tony Ojeda, absolutely miraculous artist. He's that painter guy on, or the painter guy rather, on Twitter. Right. And honestly, it is not uncommon for some of his originals to go for $1,000 or higher. So, and it's very, very well worth it. So, I mean, if you can find yourself in a position where you might be able to pick up an original for $800 or $900, you got yourself a hell of a bargain.
If you find it in your heart to give him $1,000, then you'll be feeling good about yourself and have. And
I don't get any of that action at all, but I promote all the artists who work with me. Phil,
well, that's the thing to do, man. We're like I said, it's better to raise each other up than to tear each other down.
Well, Sam does charge the Mexican exchange rate, so watch out.
Your artist does well, then they become popular, then your book starts doing better because more people are coming because the artist is on the book. It all works out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it comes back eventually, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I'll give you a few more reasons.
Let's find 2 more backers for Necroholic tonight, guys. I know there's plenty of people watching this. Come on out. $15 gets you a print copy with the Brian Lee cover that includes your shipping in the United States. Trust me, you're going to love this book.
It sounds like it looks great. You guys should go out there and support this thing. Dude, just the $40 tier alone, people should be rushing for that one.
It gives you a Sonopa collection right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Like that. And the crazy thing is that we've got, man, we've got some incredible values on this. And we're going to be doing something similar with Reign of Ages issue 2 next month. Although on that Kickstarter, we'll have the books individually priced and we'll append shipping in the pledge manager, because it'll just make it easier for me to track the funds that we collect without having to do the individual math or have a chart or something.
Yeah. So Phil has this thing up here, and I was like, okay, Phil, what's going on?
Oh, I'll give you all a few more reasons that you want to go check out and back Kaiju Mania. Of course, aliens. No, really, Kaiju Mania.
Aliens. It's
true. I believe that was I think that was a little. I think Max was having some fun one day. And
no bored.
Let's get past. There you go. Here you go. Here's a nice little quick preview.
I love that work, man. You did such an amazing job on the colors.
Talking about some gore.
Yeah,
calamari.
Some calamari, yeah. And an extra little secret. It was a black and white cover, but I decided to go ahead and throw some color down on it for him.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not quite done yet, but you got the basis here.
I love how you rendered the glass, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be.
I guess rendered is the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, it's rendered. Rendered works, man. But yeah, I'll be adding some more peeking through the background, but I thought I'd give everybody a peek of that. And somebody said they couldn't see it very well, so here was a
version. There you go.
Oops, hold on. Oh, come on now. 1 second. Let me
break it. That wow, the colors on that is amazing. Dude, what we saw before gives it no justice. Woof.
So yeah, because they don't have it very big on the page, but so you get an idea. That's what that is with the
that needs to be a lot bigger on the page.
The Rhino Lion story package, but so yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little peek, man, and give you a little extra incentive to go on over there and jump in on the campaign while we got
68 hours left.
68 hours. There you go.
68 hours left.
Time is ticking away.
It's slowly the sands of time.
This is not directly campaign related. It's coming for Reign 2 in July. But would you guys like to see what's in the tube?
Ooh.
What's in the tube? What's in the tube, man?
This is 24 by 36.
That's big.
That's what she said.
I knew somebody.
Wow.
Nice.
This is the cover by Aisha Gulsanev, who did our main cover for issue 1. And this is our main cover for issue 2.
That is beautiful.
Reign triumphant over and sitting atop a mound of dead goblins. Although it still looks like that one that she's about to slam down.
Bite her butt.
So shiny.
Oh, something bit me.
Yeah. That actually,
amazing.
I was gonna frame it, put it on the wall, and the frame I thought was good was not, so it's gonna have to wait.
So Sam, I have a question that just actually came to my head. Does that mean Nick Capone fired? Did you fire Nick Capone?
No, I would never fire Nick Capone.
Did you give him another job, or did you just make him disappear? You let him enjoy his birthday, then you made him disappear, didn't you?
Wow.
No, Nick Capone is my co-creator and IP co-owner on Reign of Ages, so he better not disappear. He needs to do the interiors.
Oh man!
But he's got him chained up in the basement.
Maybe I'll make Nick Capone disappear.
Don't make Nick Capone disappear.
Oh, then I'll take his job.
What are we doing? Show and tell?
No, I'm not. I'm just drawing.
Ooh.
Oh,
White Devil!
White Devil from over at Silverline. We just kicked this out not too long ago.
You got more coming up, right?
And what's that?
You got more coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I've been working on issue 2. And if you go over on Indie Planet now, you can order any of these great covers to go along with it. This one
was awesome, great covers.
We got a little bit of this was the Kickstarter exclusive.
The Superman action.
Yeah, that was a Superman homage. And what was cool is penciler was Stephen Butler. Inker was Mr. Floramonti, that one of the people that runs Kablam Comics. But what's cool is Stephen Butler has worked on Superman covers in the past. So it was really cool to have him to do a homage, and I was lucky enough to get to work colors over all that nice line work, man.
You did a nice job.
I was going to say whoever did the colors is trash, but the rest of it's good.
You did a nice job on that.
Absolute
no, it's
shit.
really good, man.
You guys,
it's actually really good. I
got a lot of prototypes in today. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of them. I think they're all pretty cool, but I do have one I think you guys are gonna dig. This features art from Alexia Veldhausen. This is from the original scan of the inked
So it's not the
original
dildo.
page. Okay. But what we have here is Aiko Castle.
That's so cool.
Wow.
That's ridiculously cool.
On a 15-ounce coffee mug.
The detail on that is amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen you got some nice mugs out there with some of that great artwork on them here lately.
Yeah, definitely been getting some swag.
Yeah.
I actually teased this out on Twitter, and I already have people asking where they can order it. So I've got to actually figure out how much I'm going to charge for these things, because apparently they're going to sell. So,
gentlemen, we are at the mark here. So you guys are going to do your where we can find you, where you should go, and all that beautiful stuff, so that people can actually go get your stuff. And we'll start from where we started. Pete, you go first.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete Vasquez. I'm a artist. You've seen me here before. You've seen me on some of the Bit and Apple stuff. I am one half of the Long Island, New York-based art studio Fat Guy Inc. We are out there, folks. We will be out there actually again next week. No, not next week. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
At Hofstra University for EternalCon. Next week, my sister gets married. So, yeah, I'm just busy, guys. Anyway, so you'll be able to see me out there the 2nd and the 3rd of July. That's going to be a lot of fun, and the venue is just absolutely phenomenal. Raph has up here, this is a sneak peek of page 2 or 3 of Kaiju Mania, pencils and inks by me. I started traditionally, then went to the computer to do the inks, and then passed them off to Phil, and Phil got down. He knew exactly what I was... the collaboration thing with Kaiju Mania. The writer, Chris McCauley, threw down some heat. He kind of gave me some room to play with a little bit. I did some things and then left room for Phil to do some things, and I adore this page.
Yep.
The color's amazing.
I like how his eyes falling out. I always like the eye coming out.
I got to go see if that was in the script or not. But I drew it, so it's there now. And you can find me very easily, Pete11717, PEAT11717. Twitch and Instagram and Twitter. I got to change the Facebook thing to Twitter. That's where you can find me, or just email me, whatever. It's cool. You need something drawn? You want me to paint something? You want me to do this? You want me to do that? Art-related, graphic design, whatever. Yeah, I'm your guy. Murals, paintings. I got you. Hit me up. Let's chat. I'm actually working on a big piece somebody's having me do, and I know he's not listening, so it's cool. He's having me paint the Simpsons sitting on their couch.
Ooh,
nice.
And it's like a big painting, so it's like, holy shit. But yeah, that's what's going on. Oh, and the commission list, as you can see, always open.
Yeah, all the beautiful art.
Hell yeah.
All this crap out of here.
All right, Max, you are up next. Go for it.
All right, Mary Machine Gun is currently on Kickstarter, so you can just go to Kickstarter and search for Mary Machine Gun, or I'm not a mod, but I'll drop the link in the private chat, and you guys can drop the link elsewhere. Let me do that. I should have done that long ago. I'm terrible at this. There it is. If you want any of our merch or our previous issues, you can go to atrocitypress.com, or if you want to find us on any social media, you can search for Mary Machine Gun and you'll find Atrocity Press, or you can search for Atrocity Press and you'll find Atrocity Press as well.
That was pretty simple.
Yeah. We keep it easy.
And now we go on to our friend Sam here. Go for it, Sam.
Thanks, guys. When I am not following Lou around on Instagram, watching his sculptures take shape, which I gotta tell you, if you haven't been on Instagram checking out Lou's work, you are missing out. You will find me on Twitter at SinopaPublishing.com. Thank you, Lou. You're an amazing talent, man, for real. You'll find me on Instagram at SinopaPublishing.com, on Twitter on SinopaPublishing.com. Listen to me, I was starstruck by Lou here. Sinopa Publishing basically is on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and then on Kickstarter as WS Quentin and as Sinopa Publishing. We have 2 accounts there. One for my personal account that I use for comics, and then the second, the Sinopa Publishing, which we will be dedicating for RPG use. So nice. Really, really looking forward to that. We are going to be releasing several titles this year. I hope that you guys will come out. Definitely take advantage of these. We price them so that you can enjoy them. And if you are nervous about Kickstarter, again, guys, whether you're in Long Island or Cheyenne, Wyoming, tell your retailer, say, hey man, I want to get some of these books. Have them reach out to me, and we'll hook them up with a retailer package customized to their needs.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
You guys are pros. You're professionals.
Tell them, hey man.
I want to finish this year having sold 5,000 print copies, and I'm nowhere near that. I'm nowhere near that, so I need to hustle.
Well, you guys are hustling really good, and you keep up the great work. Phil, go for it.
Me, I'm Phil Leon. I'm mainly a colorist, but I also do work as far as I've done editorial, editor-in-chief, some page layouts and designs for books, and there we go. So if you need some color work, you need some pre-press to get your book set up and ready for print, you need to get those supplemental pages in also, or you just want, some color work, you can hit me up at PhilManX on Facebook. I mean, Phil Leon on Facebook, which is the easiest way to find me and contact me through a DM. You can find me on most social media under PhilManX. ArtStation, you can find a pretty extensive portfolio of what I do over there under PhilManX, or on my Facebook page. I post most everything that I work on, as I'm allowed to put it up there, so you can check it out. And if you need to hit me up, we can talk and see if I'm good for your project.
I have to admit, Phil's colors look fantastic. Love what I've seen here from each of the projects you have been on. So, guys, look them up. I can't say enough where color has made the book.
Thank you.
Don't stroke his ego.
Yeah, look at that guy. Look at that guy all hopped up on goofballs.
Shadow, go for it.
Hey guys, it's been fun. All of your Kickstarters look amazing. I've trying to load them all up here to see what awesome perks we can get in on. But yeah, anyone watching, man, there's a bunch of talent out there, and you'd be crazy not getting on board with it now.
As you can see here, one of the nice pieces of making my dream come reality as I work on my superhero teddy bear was Shadow Rabbit, bringing him to life. And if you guys are looking for someone who can make your dreams come true, at least in person like this, then go check out Shadow Rabbit, because he does some amazing stuff.
Yeah, I love his stuff. I love those rock and roll characters you do that I've seen, man. Those are killer.
Oh, thanks, man.
Look, I'm gonna blow your minds real quick. Raph is the only person in this room. Well, maybe Nathan who will get what I'm saying. You guys have seen his stuff, and you see it on Instagram and this, that, but look, having held his work in my hand,
wow,
it's like a whole different like you don't think it's real when you look at it. Like, oh, it's just gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
And then you grab it, and it's like, holy shit, this is almost. This is a statue. Wow, this has weight to it, and it's solid, and all the things you would want from a sculpture. So cool. Absolutely.
You're adding. Oh, that is cool.
Love it.
Amazing.
So is it 3D printed, or do you kit bash, or what do you do?
No, it's all hand sculpted from clay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see. I don't know. I'm thinking zombies from deep space when I see that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Hi,
hold on.
Frank.
You can do your thing. Oh, wait. Now I'm losing it.
Frank.
Excuse me.
All right, Shadow. Boom. There you go. Go for it.
Oh, this is a commission from one of my boys whose book is out. Just some guy.
Nice.
From Travel and Root
Yes,
Beer.
Newman.
It's an amazing little story about just some guy who ends up in a beautiful or crazy land of mystic stuff. And
some guy.
Mr. Nathan, are you still there?
I have never left.
Go for it. Do your thing.
Could have fooled me.
You want? See, he had me do this all week. This is all I do now. All right, so thank you all for tuning in to today's special episode of Writ Late Right on a Thursday night. Don't forget to come and check us out on Mondays for Apple Bites at 7:30, featuring Ralph and Leslie. Then we have another Written Writ Late Right at the usual time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard on Wednesday. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe on any and all social medias. Don't forget to hit up Ralph and tell him to kill the corgi in the story. And have a wonderful night.
As he's saying, of course, we're working on Let's Write a Story together. And of course, these guys put in a corgi as a practical joke. And now the corgi has become a hero. So let's see what happens next. And of course, we have Andrew Frank Rodriguez over here saying that Shadow stuff looks great. He loves his work and he wants a Conan statue.
Yes, please.
With that, you guys have been watching.
What is good in life?
Man, I'll make that.
I forgot. Don't forget to follow Floof Schmallow on Instagram and Twitter. There we go.
Oh, that's right. You forgot something. Go for it. Say it again.
No. Just follow Floof Schmallow on Instagram and Twitter. There we go.
Pete, I see you're putting up your nice little sketch covers there.
Conan.
Max has gotten a Conan sketch cover for me.
I have. Ooh. I got it somewhere. I don't know where it's at.
That shit was fun.
Probably in my rack.
As
so
you
much
see
fun.
Here, you got a lot of great Kickstarters going. Support the community. And the more you support the independent artists, the more Marvel and DC have to pay attention. The more they will make their work better, because right now their work is kind of, well, you know. With that,
wow.
I will say this has been the Written Writ Late Right Special Edition. And join us next Wednesday for the regular Written Writ. And for now, I will